what's your take on tonight's game?
I think it was everything that it was built up to be. High tempo, exciting game, I thought. Fast pace, both teams played aggressive. Special teams were a big factor today. Our power play got going, so that was nice. But on the other hand, I didn't think our penalty killing was so good. Their power play is good, and we got some great goaltending, which is obviously always a key against a tough opponent. So, but I was pleased with the effort from our team tonight.
Did you see the effort from all 60 minutes today?
Yeah, I thought so. There's always going to be a few moments where you want to see a little bit more, but I thought in general it wasn't any major lapses today in our energy.
What did you like the most out of the way that the power play unit played tonight?
I felt like we played it a little bit simpler than we have in the past, and we were looking to shoot it a little bit more than we have. I feel like over the last couple of weeks, at times we've been trying to be too fine with it and trying to make the perfect play rather than just being willing to move the puck and shoot the puck.
Did you notice what were you seeing from BC when you sent the top line out onto the ice for the Big Red?
Their top line or our top line?
Your top line.
Yeah, I don't think that they really tried to match it too much, and we didn't really either as the game went on. And I think they have three strong lines that they feel are capable of playing against our top line. So I don't think they were too worried about it, and we didn't really worry about it too much as well. They've got three very good lines there. They've got one line that is kind of considered their top offensive unit, but all three of their lines are real strong and they're dangerous.
And there may have been, coming into the game, may have been a little concern about rust, being that Cornell hasn't played in a couple of weeks, but it seemed they were really, really able to pick things up right off the opening draw as if they had been playing all along.
Yeah, we had a good week of practice this week, and like I said, the first practice this week was a little bit scary, but after that, I felt like they settled down throughout the week and played hard. We tried to do everything at game speed as much as possible in practice and try to get them back up to it. And early on, we told them just keep it simple here and try not to do too much, especially early in the game.
How'd you feel about the goaltending?
Unbelievable. I thought she was the difference today, to be honest. Considering our penalty killing, I thought didn't do a great job of we gave them a lot of grade A chances, I thought, on the power play, and Lauren came up real big for us today for sure. She was on. You could just tell early on that she was in a different kind of zone today, and that was great to see.
Now you got to go back and do this again tomorrow. How do you make adjustments knowing that they're going to make adjustments?
Well, I think the big thing is forgetting about this game. This game's over, and we talk about every team does. Whether you lose a game, whether you win a game. If you win, don't be getting too high. You got another game tomorrow. If you lose, don't get too low. You got another game tomorrow. And just being, enjoy it. Have a good night's rest and get some food into you, and forget about it and get on with the next day.
Hayleigh, just your overall take on tonight's win over BC?
Well, obviously it's a huge win for us. They're one of the best teams in the country. So we knew it was going to be a tough game. Coming out with a win is very positive for us.
Any first period ended scoreless. Was there any need to make any adjustments during that first intermission?
I think there's always things to tweak, but you're never in panic mode when it's 0-0 after the first, especially after with a talented team like that. So yeah, there was tweaks here and there, but it was more just stay the course, play hard.
And the first goal of the night came off your stick, a slap shot from the right point. Take us through the sequence that led to that.
Well, the forwards did a really good job getting it back to Poods, and the key to that goal was Poods getting it to the middle quickly. It was on her stick for a split second, right on my tape, so I had time to get that shot off, and that was really the key, is that time that my teammates set up for me to get a shot off from the point.
And certainly it looked like Boyles may have also been screened on that, so you had the additional help.
Yeah. I was probably 1% of that goal. There's a lot that happened around that to make it happen.
And then you played a role in the second goal where you helped feed Woods and Woods buried it.
Yeah, it was a great shot by Woodsy. She picked that spot. That was a really skilled play by her.
Now, you're on the defensive side too, and Coach was just talking about how the penalty kill needs a little bit of tweaking.
For sure.
Too many grade A chances. What do you do to help shore that up?
Well, we know what we have to do. We have a good penalty kill, but we just have to execute better. So I know the coaches will spend, countless hours tonight watching video, and they'll come back tomorrow with the little things we need to adjust.
Is it any different being in position against a really top-level opponent like BC versus being in position any other game? Do they take
Like
you
on
out of
the
your
ice position?
Do they take you out of your on-ice position more
Well,
often?
what they do is they're so skilled, they're dangerous all the time. And so you have to, it's not a matter of being in position, it's being in position and then being aware where your next position is going to be. Because a team like that, if the second you let up and aren't sure, a team like that will just capitalize right away.
Nice to have Lauren behind you.
Oh man, she was amazing tonight. Yeah.
What did you like the most about the way she handled all the action here tonight?
What I like the most is her steadiness tonight. She made huge saves, but more than that is the little saves were solid. There was no rebounds. And as a defenseman, there's a certain peace of mind when you know your goalie's on and you know your goalie's controlling the puck well like that. That's an amazing feeling, and she gave us that tonight.
There was that sequence where she wound up being out of the net, and there was an open net, and a couple of Cornell big red defensemen really stood in the way and swept the puck out of harm's way. I mean, that seemed to be one of the key sequences.
The hero of that play actually. So Hannah Bunting came off the bench, and she took what I would call a good penalty there. She had to somehow slow that girl up, and she did. And she was a forward coming back, so that was kind of unknown territory. So good on her, a forward freshman, to have the defensive awareness to stop that play.
How does this set you up for tomorrow? What's the kind of the mood, the confidence level for the Big Red?
I think we know that our work for the weekend is half over. I think you're always happy to get 2 points, but we have a lot of work ahead of us, and that team's going to come out firing, and we know that. So we've got to make a few adjustments tonight, get some food, get some rest, and come back at it tomorrow.
Just your opening take on how today's game went.
I think we definitely had a good start, and pretty much for most of the game we played pretty strong, and we were physical. We were winning some battles, making a lot of tape-to-tape passes, and I don't know. I think it was a good start by us, and we've kind of been struggling with some starts, so it was good to see that even after having a weekend off from games that we could have a strong start.
Does it feel any different when you're in the groove like that? In the net?
Does it feel different? Yeah, I guess more comfortable than when you feel off balance or like things aren't clicking.
Do you feel it right away? Do you feel that early in the first period that I'm comfortable, might have a good game here?
I mean, I think, I definitely felt was excited and ready to play tonight, and from the start, and I mean, it was a little slow at the first 2 periods for me, but I knew 1-0 going into third period that this team was going to come out flying, and had to do everything that I could for my team to keep us ahead. 1 goal either way. It's going to be the determining factors in these big games.
How much of the communication on the back end starts with you?
I think one person, whether it be me or a defenseman or a forward, whoever's back there, just hearing one person talk kind of perpetuates more communication. Someone goes into the corner and it's silent, easily be turned over, doesn't know if someone's coming or if someone's not, and they have more time. So, I think it is important, and just to know that, for my defensemen to know what's going on, and that there's someone there supporting them.
At one point during the game, you would wind up out of the net, and BC was right there in front trying to jam it home, but the defense came to they really stood up and prevented. And Hannah Bunting, from what Hayleigh had mentioned, had really come in and took the penalty she almost had to take.
Yeah.
But even then, what was going through your head when you saw that play kind of unfold in front of you?
I was like, crap, that was a bad pass by me, but, we were up a man, and then, luckily she took that penalty because could have easily ended up in the back of the net. But I mean, I knew like I couldn't really get down on that, and that I just couldn't make that mistake again because I can't afford too many penalties in games like this.
Do you figure special teams will be another will be the deciding factor tomorrow as well?
Penalties?
Yeah. Would you be surprised if the special teams was not a deciding factor tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I would be surprised if it wasn't. I mean, today it obviously was 2 power play goals. Most of their chances were off their power play, so it's a really important part of the game. And I mean, obviously goals can be scored even strength, but it's much more likely that be special teams.